Continuing on with the Lloyds liquidation sale here, I just wanted to get a video so I could check which way these speakers were wired. And we got a 3-way, 8-inch, 5 1/4, little tweeter, branded Lloyds. Just going to undo the speakers because they're hardwired to the chassis. The chassis is loose. Had to take about 10 screws out of the bezel to get that. This thing's so much apart it should just be busted up. But we'll give it one last chance at life here. It did sound pretty good. I don't know if you heard part 1 there. It has a decent sound. We'll get the component in and have a look at it. The number of screws it takes to get this thing out of here, this could never be serviced in someone's home. But we'll get it in, we'll check the 8-track. Probably have to put some LEDs or something in for the dial. Well, let's plug it in now and see what it does. So there you have it. The Monteverdi now is really nothing more than a shell. Okay, here we are inside with the Lloyds. We do have dial lights, well, most of them. The stereo indicator works. The volume's not too bad. We have a couple of Sanyo test speakers here hooked up just for some mosquito sound. There's our date right there of 4/19/1975. Let's go over to tape and see what's going on there. Oh, before I go to tape, I want to show something. On this AM, maybe others of you have seen this. I don't know if this is a bad capacitor or we'll take the bottom off and have a look. But what's going on is that's lightning. What I mean is when I turn the dial, this stuff. I don't know what causes that sort of phenomenon. Maybe it'll get better with use, but I'd like to know what that is. Dirt, dust, don't know. Okay, that's lightning. Okay, let's go to tape a minute. Before I start this, I'm just going to actuate the switch. And it does indeed run. I knew it was running the other day. It has plenty of pull. The head's got the usual crack in the plastic, but we're just going to leave that. Maybe put a dab of super glue. But let's run it and hit the program. 4, 1. We have no 2. Typically that's the switch doing that and not the bulb, see? Okay. 3, same deal. It's just the switch for the track change. And 4. We'll hit that switch with some contact cleaner. Same with this record switch right in there. We'll hit that with some cleaner. So we'll take the bottom off and spray the controls, have a look at everything. As I mentioned, I did want to try the tape. Started off a little slow, but of course I hit the power switch there. Just moving the head there. Okay, let's clean this thing up a little bit. This 8-track that came with the stereo must be as old as the stereo 1976. And there's 2 accesses on the bottom of this. One is for the tuning capacitor there. I have to refamiliarize myself to see which one's the oscillator and whatnot on these. And this is for the 8 tracks azimuth or head adjustment there. So I think we've got, well, almost all the screws out of this bottom. Actually, I take that back. There is no way to take the bottom off of this. It's a complete steel frame. You can only take the individual components out, it looks like. Actually, just got a little bit of lightning coming through. Just flashes, no. Oh, there's a couple things. Okay, we clean the controls. Both channels. I don't want to give too much bass. Okay, but I'd like to know how I'm going to cure this. I have to get to that switch in there too to clean this. But this AM business with this, that's lightning. But it sounds like lightning when you turn it. I don't know what causes that. It must be that tuning capacitor, I'm guessing. That's lightning. Trying to fix a static problem during a lightning storm is probably not the best. That's what I'm trying to troubleshoot now, is I have to solve that AM problem. When you turn it. And the tape, thanks Kevin, we haven't serviced that yet. But it will relube that area over there. The elevator and everything is a little hung up.
Just as I am.
Oh, where our tape is here. Tape is there. What was the hit on this anyway? If you leave me now. Track 2. I think we do have fast forward here, but before we lube the flywheel, we'll skip the fast forward and using this much, as it's in pretty good shape. Okay, enough of that. Again, this is a record deck. I cleaned the record switch there. And we'll get to that switch in there, and if we can find out what this this AM turning the dial noise is. It does receive, it's just very... That's lightning. When you turn it. Okay, that's it for now. And lastly, FM does not exhibit the crackling problem when you turn the dial.
So they go through a series of miles of US Open. Jackie dives and
AM is, FM is fine.
listen to this.
AM, tunes. So, that's it for now. Okay, one last time. Judging by the turntable and everything else in this unit was subject to some moisture. And there's a little bit of rust on that top of that tuning condenser screw. And this is what I'm talking about one last time. Is it okay to shoot it with some contact cleaner? I'm not sure, but when you tune it up especially, it makes a racket. I'd like to cure that.